It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bailey hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home. There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bailey out of their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bailey and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Watch the educated hands and feet.
Buffalo strikes.
Boom! That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Oh, what a back fist.
And Lexus just got torn down there.
He's got to keep in mind, pacing is everything in a tag match like this. She knew how to evade that.
Momentum entirely against Lexus here.
Lexus isn't showing the capacity to fight back. Oh, stop after stop after stop, jeez.
An endless bombardment from the champion. The challenger has to be rocked.
Got him in the corner now.
We've got a tag.
Big knee lift. And a short clothesline.
Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Tag! Tag made!
Elbow drop.
Great height.
Ooh!
Slips away just in time. Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted a main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster, and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. Who do you think put the Mutiny mask in Naomi's locker, huh? You thought it just magically transported its way from the trash can? It was me, you simpletons. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time. But eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
So, this is about your pride getting hurt. And I thought you were actually here to fight for WWE, not just patch up your bruised ego.
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I hear you, Seth, but I need to weigh all our options. I'll get back to you.
Don't take too long. Every day that passes is another day Punk has the upper hand. We need to strike fast. I refuse to sit on the sidelines when my legacy's at stake.
Understood.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. But there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
Drew McIntyre sporting a different look for this MMA rules match. As soon as CM Punk revealed himself as the leader of Mutiny, you had to know that Drew McIntyre would call him out.
And leading into Punk's MMA career is a surefire way to get his attention.
MMA rules means we're about to see Drew hit even harder.
He is in perhaps the best shape of his career, and he will need that with the competition level this high.
Hey, this superstar might surprise you.
Good God, this superstar has a terrible gimmick.
The following contest is an underground match. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior,
Drew McIntyre is taking a shot across CM Punk's bow with his MMA-style match attire and all.
And you have to think it's going to send Punk's blood pressure through the roof.
Manages to reverse it.
Oof.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
Oh, wait, don't do this, don't do this! Oh, German suplex to the floor! Good defense there.
Clothesline. And he re-enters into the ring. Our official got caught in the line of fire.
Dangerous position for the referee there.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
If you're going to grab a kendo stick, you better be prepared to use it.
Oh! And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Throwing down the proverbial gauntlet. Where is this going to go next?
Oof.
Isolating the leg.
Leg breaker. McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize. Boom!
Oh, man. He just flipped the script there.
Oh, what a drop kick.
On the mark.
Headlock. What are they doing here? Into a headstand? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Wow. Stationary position. Turns around.
Well,
Oh, moonsault.
incredible agility.
Oh, what a roundhouse. Super kick. Taking this match to the outside.
McIntyre gets away from that. Planted face first.
Return fire on Adrian.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Oh, my goodness. And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
Yeah, Buck is proving hard to keep up with. Big boot to the guts.
What's he hoping to find down there?
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Bam! Counters to gain the advantage.
Short clothesline.
Moving into the ring.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Oh, and our official got too close to danger there. Oh, kendo stick wrapped around their head. He's just waiting for that perfect moment.
Good night. Will Drew close this out?
Oh, no. Look what we have here.
He has no idea what's coming his way. Dropped hard from the apron.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
He's looking to absolutely destroy his opponent with that chair.
Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize? Getting dangerously close to our announce table.
Taking things back into the ring.
And hold on. Are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
The referee becoming collateral damage. Taking a flight to nowhere.
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard landing for sure.
Oh, we have to get the hell out of the way.
Well, he is clearly looking to destroy his opponent.
Suplex on the outside.
And a vicious suplex to the floor.
McIntyre with an incredibly ruthless sequence.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down.
That's it. Calling it by knockout.
Here is your winner, the Sky's Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre just sent a message straight to CM Punk.
And that message is anything.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take on Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
That's the safest bet you're ever gonna make. Here's the thing.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. If this goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
That's not CM Punk. It's Kevin Owens.
And his opponent, from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receipt.
Sharp clothesline. Ooh, what a nasty kick. Insulting.
And I don't know if there's any ounce of professionalism in an attack like that.
And a stomp to the gut.
Just a ferocious assault from McIntyre.
Owens is under the gun.
Owens set to the outside. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Man. Oh, man. KO avoids the attack.
Neckbreaker.
Kicks to the cranium of their opponent.
That's going to fire you up with anger.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
KO is getting knocked around a bit.
Next level brutality coming from McIntyre.
And Owens able to reverse it.
Momentum going back to Owens' corner.
Now's a chance for Owens to get back in the match.
Ooh, bad landing.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. Oh, man, that is a nasty gash on KO. And a stomp to the gut.
Ooh, McIntyre with a great shot. He'll make his way to the ring. He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside.
In position. He's painting. A bullseye on him. McIntyre.
Is that what it takes to beat KO?
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Offense like that is why Drew McIntyre's a game changer.
Owens needs to find an opening. And a stomp to the gut.
And McIntyre is showboating right now.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point.
Wow. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
Ooh. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Ooh. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Both absolutely drained, but both refuse.
No more holding back. Going all out now. That shot ends things.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Let's go kiss. Drew doling out quite the punishment there.
That's just the nature of a big fight machine like McIntyre.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? not looking good for Owens.
Drew is looking thrilled with the beating he's putting on.
He's slow to get up and unaware of the massive target on his back. Drew is setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head.
What the hell? That's Lexus King.
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere with a high knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this. Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against Mutiny.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk and Mutiny.
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad or turn our ammunition on Mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up, and they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for him.